XRP family. Hope everybody's doing well on this Tuesday. As you all know, and as you know, that we are anticipating clarity, price appreciation, whatever you want to call it. That's what we're anticipating. And things are looking great. They're moving expeditiously behind the scenes. And hey, it's something to be excited about, life changing, the wealth transfer, the greatest wealth opportunity of all time, the greatest wealth opportunity of a lifetime. And we will be able to leave a legacy not only for ourselves but for others, our children's children, to be a blessing and definitely something to be excited about. And as I always say, it's not a matter of if, but it's a matter of when. We just hold on to our conviction and continuously go in that path of positivity. And let's make it happen, right? Let's make it happen, Captain. Blessings to you, all the way from Memphis, Tennessee. I got family not far from Memphis. Well, Helena, West Helena, about 45 minutes to an hour away from where you are. My dad's roots, on my dad's side of the family. But yeah, guys, we're waiting for clarity. We're waiting for that infrastructure that where it makes it a more of a governmental structured situation where there's rules and regulations that would allow things to happen in an integrity way, in a way of integrity, so that people aren't taken for granted or manipulated, or it's less a chance of manipulation. Let me just say it like that. Absolutely, yeah. Arkansas is on the other side of the Mississippi. Yes. So yeah, I'm excited, guys. I can't say it enough. I always say it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when, and we just have to hold on to our integrity. I mean, hold on to our positions and hey, and just move forward. I'm definitely encouraged and so grateful to be able to say I'm a part of that XRP family. Those uh, those small amount of people out of all the masses that took that leap of faith and said, "Hey, you know what? I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I want to be able to live life less stressful, and be able to live a more happy life or content life." People say that money don't make you happy. It may not necessarily make you all the way happy, but you'll be more content and less stressed. That's for sure. What's happening, Disco? That's just my humble opinion. I believe there's very much so. There's a lot of misery uh, in being poor. A lot of misery and a lot of hurt and discomfort. I don't care what nobody say. But let me say this though: there's a lot more. I believe there's a lot more poor people that are humble than that are wealthy. That's what I believe. Yeah, you'll be happy with money, my friend. Of course. Don't let the people fool you. Don't let that cliche fool you that money won't make you happy and content. That's a bunch of hogwash if you ask me. Money can make you happy, but it's the love of money, and you using that money in nefarious ways and uh, losing your soul. Then that's a whole different story. The Bible says, "What a profit is a man to gain the whole world and lose your soul." For example, a person will come into wealth and then they become a womanizer, cheater, uh, hurting people, and almost ready to bust hell wide open. I pray that don't be me, and in my heart right now, I don't even have a desire to even do that. My desire is to be wealthy and fair and loving, leave a legacy for my family, and do right by the money. You know what I'm saying? That when a person gets that kind of wealth and they do nefarious things with it, they may be successful at it, but what good is it going to do to be successful in evil and bust hell wide open? Like, it doesn't make any sense. That's not going to be in my story. And yes, God can heal your pain. I believe that. Kingdom Solomon said, "Money answers all things. It won't fix everything, but it offers more solutions that being broke than being broke." Absolutely. And Solomon was a very wise king, a very wise person. Wealth accentuates what's already inside of us. Alcoholics tend to decline faster when they come into money. I can see that being true. But I believe wherever your heart, wherever a person's heart is, that which they have in their personality are going to be that much more magnified once the person comes into wealth. So if you're a stingy, if your heart is saying right now that you're very stingy, and you became wealthy, you probably be that much more stingy, in my opinion. But if you have a giving heart, then you'll be that much more giving. Too much is given, much is required. Generous and wise people who come into wealth become marketplace makers in their communities. Absolutely, absolutely. I 1,000% agree to that statement. Yeah, I know you guys heard that terminology. You are what you eat. I mean, that you could take that. You are what you eat, and use that analogy in a lot of things. You are who you hang around. You are what you eat. You are who you associate yourself with. You are what your negative thoughts may say or your positive thoughts say. You are what comes out of your mouth and what you speak. It's amazing how much you are of a such thing that could be either negative or positive. Absolutely, as a man thinking, so is he. 100%. But hey, guys, this XRP, there's a lot of people believe it's a scam, and a lot of people think it's just, oh no, I'm not going to invest in that. I'm not going to waste my money. Well, hey, it's not for you then. It's not for you then. What's going on, Dust Runner? Yo, yo. But yeah, guys, XRP price appreciation, I believe, is just right around the corner. It's just right there within our grasp. Definitely something to be excited about. I'm so excited. And it's not a lot of us that believe in XRP or any type of investment. Some statistics say that the average American can't even get their hands on $1,000, and that may be somebody's emergency fund. $1,000, $1,000 is a decent emergency fund. Of course, 3 or 4 or 5,000 is much better. But what if your car breaks down? What if there's like a emergency room visit? You have to go. Take yourself to emergency room, and you don't even have $1,000 laying aside. Laid aside, set aside for emergency or car breakdown, or you may even be in a position to help somebody else. They say a lot of Americans don't even have $1,000, and that's really sad. And with the economy the way it is, I'm sure there's a lot more individuals that don't have 1,000 saved up than times past. That's why it's so important that we invest in our future. It's imperative that we invest in our future so that we won't fall by the wayside. In the house of the wise are lots of choice food, oils. It's wise to have some extra of what our family needs daily. Absolutely. I agree. It's definitely a blessing to be a blessing. But I think about how in this day and age we're living in right now, you got people living in their cars because they can't afford an apartment, can't afford a house, townhouse. They're actually living in their cars. You got more people having roommates nowadays because rent is so high. Everything is so high. Medical care is so high. Gas prices, food, the basic necessities of life. People are really on the struggle. And you may have even spoke to those people about investing, and they probably just looked at you like you're crazy. Say the good Lord told me to invest in silver and crypto in 21. Everyone thought I was nuts. I bought silver at $18 an ounce. That's awesome. Hey, I'm happy for you. And you'll continuously succeed with that mindset. It definitely takes a certain amount of wisdom when it comes to making sound investments, and sound decisions. It definitely takes a certain amount of wisdom. Takes a certain amount of wisdom, discipline, perseverance, all that stuff. And when it comes to investing, people don't realize there's situations. There's very how can I say it? It's a very slim chance that a good investment happens like right away. It does happen, but the best investments takes time over time. Just like there's a principle of compound interest. Money is compounded daily, weekly, monthly, yearly. But that old saying, that old corny saying, Rome wasn't built in a day. I mean, people don't want to wait, especially for the great investments. It takes time and it takes patience. I'm listening to the shepherd's voice. I'm trying to. I trust he is Jehovah Jireh. Amen. But just like the days of Joseph, when Joseph was when Joseph's family turned their back on him and they sold him into slavery, and the very one that they mistreated was the savior for the family. Man, I love that story. That's one of my favorite stories in the Bible, the story of Joseph. Because there's a famine coming, I believe, and we're going to be put in a position to be able to help not only ourselves and our family, but those outside of our family. And I believe that's going to be enough of us. It's almost like a remnant of us that I'll be put in that position to be able to help people out, even outside. And of course, we still have to be careful with that as well, because everybody's not going to be able to receive it or have good intentions when you are trying to help them, because some people may even try to do you harm. So we definitely got to be careful. But man, it's going to be way less of us that invested than those who have invested. It's just a harsh reality. Just like I believe it's going to, of course, obviously, it's going to be way more people going to hell than going to heaven. It's way more. It's always going to be way more on the opposing side than on the good side. No matter what, no matter which way you look at it, the minorities always win. The lesser of the few always wins. Keep that in mind. Joseph's anointing is on the XRP holders. Yes, yes, indeed. In this hour, many are dreaming and foreseeing what is coming. It's way easier to be ready than to get ready. Amen to that. There's a friend of ours, my brother's and mine. He says you can't get ready. You got to stay ready. Something like that. He says you can't get ready. You got to stay ready. You got to already be ready. I like that. I like that phrase. It holds a lot of substance. Holds a lot of meat. You can just chew on that. I love it. You can't get ready. You got to stay ready. Because those who stay ready are always prepared for whatever's to come. Whatever comes their way, they're always prepared. And can't nobody stop you. you'll become unstoppable. Can't nobody penetrate you. Can't nobody do you harm. No weapon formed against you will prosper. Something to be excited about. That's all I can say. It's something to be excited about. And it's not going to take too long. We're getting close. I mean, just imagine the people who waited, has been waiting for 5, 6, 7, maybe close to 10 years. How old is XRP? Is it 8 years old, 10 years old? People been waiting for a long time. People that have been waiting since they got it under a penny, and those that got it at 17 cents and 18 cents. Those people have been waiting a long time. But guess what? They're probably going to be. Well, it's not about probably. They are going to be the most wealthiest because they got in at such a much cheaper price. They probably got thousands and thousands or 50,000. Some people even got six figures of XRP. Oh, okay. You've been in since, hey, man, God bless you, man. You've been in since 2020. So that's 6 years. That's a long time. And still hanging in there. That's what I'm talking about. Perfect example right there. Dutch runner. A person of conviction knows what he holds. Absolutely, it's a great time to accumulate. And it won't be a buck and a half forever. Absolutely, I agree. And the sad part about it, because people's finances are so bad, they probably can't even afford it even at a buck 50, or even have that sacrifice, or have the wherewithal to even try to afford for that buck 50 coin. A dollar 50 that'll get you 100. $150 will get you 150 coins. I'm sorry, $1.50 a coin will be 100 coins. It'll be 150 bucks. So 150 bucks to get you 100 coins at this price, give or take. It's almost nobody can cover $1,000 emergency, like you pointed out earlier. Yeah, times are hard. We're so focused on trying to pay our bills and keep our head above water. It's hard to find that other kind of, where's the other money coming from? That's why people nowadays have to work 2 or 3 jobs. Maybe some people even 4 jobs, or a full time job and multiple part time jobs. It's really sad. But oh, that scripture that says, "Weeping may endure for a night, but joy will come in the morning." I don't see how some people are surviving. I've been blessed and have a pretty good job, and things are getting tough. Yeah, likewise. I have a pretty decent job as well, and things still seem to be tight at times. And I was just so blessed that I was able to go back to a job that I left. I had a toxic boss, and I left, and I came back, and my job was waiting for me when I got back. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And guess what? God removed that toxic boss. Now I'm working under a lot less, way less stress than before. And do I wish any ill on that man? I feel like that supervisor that was toxic. Not at all. I wish him the best. I hope he succeed. Hope he excels and thrives in life. And I hope God touches him. But I definitely don't wish anything bad on him. But I did. He made the work environment very toxic and very stressful. Um, see here. Feel the exact same way. We have 3 children, and soon more at the grocery store monthly than our mortgage. I'm grateful for an affordable home, but insurance and gas is insane too. Oh yeah, absolutely. I would hate to be young and trying to start out at this time. Absolutely. But yeah, we're headed for greatness, guys. We just got to hold on to what we have, keep the faith, keep a positive attitude about it, and hey, we'll be just fine. Definitely something to be excited about. I would hate to be young and trying to start out at this time. Yep. Look like some good old H2O. I'm not drinking Everclear. If anybody thinks I'm drinking Everclear. Gotta stay hydrated. You already know. Gotta stay hydrated. People don't realize that 9 times out of 10, if a person has pneumonia, it's because they were dehydrated. That's why it's so very important to keep your body hydrated. So how's everybody doing on this Tuesday? You're one to MF. But yeah, guys, hold on to your conviction, guys. XRP is going to do great for us and buy us. I've even found myself going to the gym multiple times a week and trying to stay healthy. You know, you already know health is wealth. Eat better. Don't eat so much sweets and carbs and junk foods. And what good is to have that wealth and you feel bad in your body? You know, it doesn't make sense. Thankful to be accumulated a few utility coins and have secured physical silver and a few boo boo. Cause all this ain't no good if we can't defend it. I agree. You got to prepare. You got to keep yourself safe. Yeah, man, get your bike out, man. You know what? I started off at the gym walking on a treadmill, but I realized because my knees, my football injuries, and with my knees and everything, I found myself using the bike at the gym, and it's worked wonders. It definitely was. It's all cardio, whether you're on the bike or whether you're walking, because everybody's knees can't take walking. So hey, I get on a bicycle at the Planet Fitness near my house. And the blessed part about my Planet Fitness workout facility is right across the parking lot from where I work. So I can literally walk to the facility and work out and do my workout and go on about my business. I agree. I'm thankful that I've accumulated as well. Some may ask, do I need a lot to become wealthy with XRP? I don't think you need a lot. Some people are saying you only need 10. Some people are only saying you need 100. But you got people that are saying that you need thousands and thousands. I don't think you need that much. I believe it can go just as high as Bitcoin or not higher in a much shorter amount of time. Because once Clarity Act gets signed and implemented, I believe it's going to take off like gangbusters. And I don't think it's going to take multiple years. It'll be less time, in my opinion. Much less time. Gus says my employer will pay for my gym membership, but I don't like the gym. Hey, the gym is not for everybody. You got people that have gyms in their garage or their houses. You know, I don't have nothing bad to say about people not wanting to go to the gym. It's not for everybody. Never sell your XRP. Just borrow against it and live like the wealthy families live and operate. They have assets that pay them. No more begging for loans from a bank. True ownership. Sounds like sound advice to me. Hey guys, if you have not smashed that like button, please smash the like button. It helps with the algorithm and get more people involved with my channel. I definitely appreciate it. If you have not, hit the like button. That is so true. You don't pay taxes on loans. That's so true. No taxes on loans. You can't get any better than that. They'll use their assets to borrow against and buy an apartment complex, pay back the original loan to themselves, and have an income property. Oh yeah, absolutely. This is not a financial advice, but some even have the mindset to buy a duplex, live on like you have a duplex. You have a family on one side and maybe yourself on the other side, and you buy a duplex. You rent out the other side, and that other side will pretty much pay your mortgage, and you just can't keep rinsing and repeating. Next thing you know, you got 5, 10 properties, and you're getting mailbox money every month. And you can't get no better than that. And God forbid the property taxes get too high, liquidate. Who cares? Sell it. You're not at a loss, in my opinion. Worst case scenario, you'll break even, but you won't be at a loss. But I think you will have way more than what you started out with. Especially if you have multiple properties. And that's what gentrification is all about. When you've accumulated so much properties and so much wealth, whatever, the powers that be don't like it, and they're evil and they're nefarious, and they'll gentrify your situation, where you end up getting priced out and have to either liquidate or move. That ain't nothing but the devil. Leave the apartment complex to your mature, responsible children instead of sending them to college. Better ROI. Sounds like some wisdom to me. I have no negative thing to say about that. Return on investments, ROI. That's what that stands for, right? Return on investment. I think that's what it stands for. If you have enough assets, no one needs to go to college, in my opinion. I think college is so overrated. If you have enough assets and that residual income coming in frequently, who needs college? I don't see us saving for a college experience when they're so insane nowadays. Yes, sir. Return on investment. Okay, thought so. I know a little something, something. I know a lot of you guys know a whole lot about stuff more than I do. I listen to you guys and I take heed. I definitely learn from you guys. I'll never sit on here and act like I know it all. That's why I appreciate this outlet that we have with social media. We're able to share each other's ideas and thoughts and learn from each other. College is just more brainwashing, except for maybe some trade school. Yeah, I think education should be like something that should be learned on a short term basis for like a short experience. Like say for example, someone wants to get their real estate license. That's not a long drawn out educational experience. It's very short term. Whether you get your realtor's license or you want to sell securities and things like that, people become wealthy on those short term things, educational processes. not going three, was it 4 year degrees and the 2 year associates and 4 year bachelors and 6 and 8 year masters and doctorate. Nah, you have doctors that are still paying back student loans and still not really doing all that great financially, in my opinion. Then my son can work on the apartment complex, and the sister can help him run it or run their own. Yeah, absolutely. Dust Runner says electricians are in a very high demand with all these data centers going in. Facts, I agree. I wouldn't know how long it would take. I would say to be a master tech electrician, you probably have to go to school for at least 3 years. If I had to guess, maybe 2 years. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm thinking 3 years. But they pay pretty well. It's a position that I don't think AI or any robots could ever replace. I'm sure they could probably make robots that can do electrical work, but I don't see it anytime soon. I don't see that. I don't foresee that anytime soon. All civilized first world communities would need a skilled electrician. And speaking of copper is exploding in price. I think it's a sleeper metal. Yeah. You know what else is a sleeping metal? Pennies. Just like you gotta kind of like read the writing on the wall. Why is pennies being phased out? You better keep your piggy bank somewhere. You better keep your pennies and don't turn them in because. Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't pennies a form of copper? The most supposedly the lowest denomination of coins, and pennies probably going to end up being very valuable one day. The nickel inside the pennies exceed the face value of the penny. See there? See how they use a lot of smart people on here? I don't know. I don't know. I keep reading your comments without saying your name. Would you like to be addressed as Ray, ma'am? I don't want to come off as disrespectful. You can. Dutch Runner says you can do an on-the-job apprenticeship. It only takes about 3 months to get the paperwork for low, medium, high voltage surface and underground. I have them. Wow. I stand corrected. Your favorite uncle's name. Awesome. Okay. Well, shout out to Ray. Hey, Ray could be a male or female. If you ask me, my name is unisex, Bobby. So it takes 2 years on the job though. I figured it was at least 2 years for the whole shebang. Some situations may take longer because people have other responsibilities. I'm a certified. People don't really know this about me, but I'm a certified pipe fitter, even though I've never done the work. Now I'm level one. I'm not. I never got to my apprenticeship or journeyman, but I did get my certification, which never expires. And that's with the NCCR. I'm certified all over the United States. So I do have that in my back pocket. I can't see myself ever being a pipe fitter, but I am a certified pipe fitter without going all the way. So yeah, you have to have 2 years experience before you can take the class and test. Okay, Macario, what's up, my friend? Hope you're having a beautiful, awesome night too. I am. Hey guys, hit that like button as you come into the live. I definitely appreciate it. If you have not hit that like button, please hit the like button. It helps with the algorithm and it drives more people to the channel and it supports my channel. I definitely appreciate it. Ray says they removed silver from quarters and dimes in 1964 when silver exceeded the face value of the coins. Same thing, copper removed from pennies in 1982 and now nickel in 2026. Wow. So our nickels that we have now are valuable, Ray? That's interesting food for thought. I'll read that one more time. It says they removed silver from quarters and dimes in 1964 when silver exceeded the face value of the coins. Same thing, same thing, copper removed from pennies in 1982 and now nickel in 2026. Wow. Food for thought. The nickel pennies today are worth like 3 to 7 cents in raw materials. In 1964 quarters are worth $16 in melt silver value. Wow, that's huge. Dust said I bought $500 worth of nickels a few years ago, and when I heard that they were going to go up in value, hey, that sounds like a wise man to me. Sound like a wise move to me. Ray says I looked through my change and have some pre 1964 quarters. Normie see 25 cents, and I see $16. That's what's up. Wow, that's awesome. I try not to be too. I try not to keep too much money in the bank. I definitely can understand that. Or you can have your money in multiple banks. There's diversification, I guess. But I believe money's going to be obsolete eventually anyway. Everything's going to be just digital. You'll be able to spend. You just won't be able to spend paper dollars eventually, in my opinion. I believe it's going to happen. We're fast approaching that time. So all my money is alternative in nature, metals of all sorts, and crypto. And also, we can't forget about land being a tangible asset. Land and properties and real estate is a very tangible asset to have and to own. Land and the cattle are my next big goals. Yeah, me and my brother, we own 5 acres of land. We didn't pay that much for it either. We got a good deal on it. Dust says, "Me too. I would like to be able to produce enough meat for my immediate family." Yeah, I want to be able to produce a lot of eggs because I want to get a bunch of chickens. I don't really want cattle, but I want chickens and goats and dogs. I like to breed dogs for a little while. That's my vision, my dream, my desire. I like Rottweilers and I like German shepherds and I like Rottweilers. I probably breed both of them separately since we don't drink, but I'm willing to buy alcohol to have it as a bartering tool because I know others will want it, and I'm just thinking ahead of time. We will may want to have a good old drink when craps hit the fan. I like that. Yeah, I'm not a big drinker myself either. I do drink, but I'm not a big drinker. Like I could show you guys something here. I'm in my apartment. I could show you something of some of the things that I've drank. I have it up here on the top of my cabinets. That's a lot of the stuff that I've drank in the past. Of course, Crown Royal is one of my favorites. But those are some of the things that I've drunk. Partake was a partaker of as far as drinks or alcohol. But I'm not a big heavy drinker though. And those bottles that you saw up there, I definitely drank those in moderation. I didn't just gulp that stuff down. It was in moderation. Over time, I drank that stuff. Still have a couple of cases left over. Yeah, all those bottles are empty. I like collecting those bottles. I probably won't collect any more. Those are all the ones that I've collected. I probably won't collect any more though. I just like collecting bottles for some reason. But yeah, guys, XRP is going to do great for us and buy us. It's not a matter of if; it's a matter of when. It's going to happen. We just got to hang in there, guys. Hold on to what you got, and we're going to celebrate. I hope that a lot of these content creators and different ones of us can get together one day and have a big old celebration. Get a chance to meet each other and shake hands and make a new friend and rejoice together. I'm looking forward to that day. As some people say, be right there in that winner's circle. Well, hey guys, I don't want to belabor the time. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off, guys. All of you who took time out of your schedule to chop it up with me and talk to me about what's going on in the world and finances and all that stuff. I definitely appreciate you guys. If you have not subscribed to my channel, subscribe, hit that like button, hit that notification bell, let you know whenever I put out a new video. I salute to each and every one of you guys. I love you guys. Till next video. Hey guys, take care. I'm signing off. Yeah, appreciate that, Dust. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Salute, guys. Take care. I love you guys.